The Mandela Bay, a number of roads have been closed due to flooding. The South African Weather Service has issued a level 6 warning of disruptive rain in the province. A number of residents in areas such as Kariega and Mission Vale in Gqeberha have been evacuated to local halls. Some residents were unable to go to work in the morning as they were trapped in their homes. A number of roads have been closed, with motorists using alternative routes. Matric examinations have also been affected as the writing of computer assistant technology paper has been disrupted due to power outages at Kariega. All right, SABC News reporter Anda Nqonji is standing with the very latest on the weather conditions and the damage in Kwazakhele in Gqeberha in the Eastern Cape. Anda, of course, there is no overstating the damage these floods are causing. We are also hearing a range of issues from these bad storms, including how one person may have possibly been killed in his house as a result of being electrocuted due to exposed wires due to the flooding. Just talk to us about what you are hearing from your vantage point, and good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Unati. It is a very gloomy mood, and afternoon to the family of Gqeberha, who recently lost a loved one as a result of these heavy rainfalls. The family says that Gqeberha, who was 76 years old, lost his life while trying to protect his family. They say that he woke up in the early hours of the morning. When he realized that there was water all over, he went straight to the plugs to try and disconnect electricity, but little did he know that fate was against him and that he would lose his life right at the scene. Well, I'm going to tell you that even coming into this area was actually nearly impossible as there was a lot of flooding on the roads. We did have to go via different routes to actually reach this particular house, just to show the extent of the damage or the extent of flooding that is in this particular area. But this family says that this is the last thing that it expected. Yes, it's a lot that their house flooded and that they are now picking up pieces and they have to start from scratch, but they did not expect that a man like Mr. Gqeberha would actually lose his life today, as he was still in a good health state and still very much capable of taking care of himself. But right now I'm going to speak to some of the family members just to find out what exactly happened and how exactly did this tragedy occur. A very good afternoon to you, ma'am.
Molo, sis.
Molo. Let's just talk about what happened. You did mention that you've been here since the early hours of today.
Yes, early hours of this morning we were phoned by OCC, who is the wife to my brother-in-law. She called us to inform us that something happened to Ubudi. What we did, we came. I came here after 7. When I got here, Ubudi was still lying in the chair. The water, it was difficult to even access the house, but we managed to come in. And as we came in, he was still lying there. No help from anyone. Yes, we called emergency services, but they took time. I think they only arrived after 10. There were a few police that came, but they couldn't also come in because they were scared of electricity. So that is what happened. He tried, he woke up. As he saw water, he went to his plugs to go unplug them, but that is where he was electrocuted. Yes.
And you've been saying that right now that you are actually in fear because it does look like it's going to rain, even though you look at the weather app and it says otherwise, but you're very scared because the house actually flooded.
Yes, the house flooded. Water was very high, even in the middle of the couches. So it is scary. We don't know what will happen. Like my sister-in-law stays alone now without a booty in place, yeah.
And we do understand, let me speak to you, we do understand that the Premier of the province actually came to the scene to assess. Are you satisfied with what he brought forward or had to offer?
Yes, into enzenayo iyavakala shemu uzamile ukuyinatsika ukuyithuthuzela ifamily wathetha nayo nezinto azawukwazi ukunceda ngayo ifamily le kule kwesihlo senzekileyo ngoku.
And just last one, where to from here? You did tell me that the wife to the late Nqonji could not speak to us because she's in a deep moment of grief. Where to from here? How is Mama feeling?
Umama kako right tu kako right kako akaziva kahle kuba kaloku unatsike uluze umyeni wakhe amthandayo ixesha ebejonge into bozohlala naye because bengenanto utata bengumuntu ophilileyo engento anetsikagula ngayo azibika ngayo uba uyagula kanye kwenzeka ntoni na isihlo nje esimothusileyo kakhulu eso nangoku umzimba wakho awukho right intoni inhliziyo yakhe nayo akakhululekanga.
Thank you so much, Mama. Well, that was just some of the members of the family of Gqeberha expressing how devastated they are by this act, saying that the wife of the late Gqeberha is in deep emotions. She's in so much pain, she can't even get out and actually try to speak to us. They say that, however, the Premier of the Eastern Cape, Oskhambuyane, did come to visit and he did promise to give them some assistance. But they also mentioned that right now it's time for them to pick up pieces. They don't know where they'll belong, but they're grateful for the support that they have been receiving. But also on other news, 400 learners here in the Eastern Cape could not write their exams today due to the heavy rainfall and to the inclement weather conditions. The Minister of Basic Education said that it was the last resort. They had to make sure that they halt all the classes to ensure the safety of every learner. But right now, from myself, Anda Nqonji, and colleague Zamo Mendile, it's back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Anda, for that.